time for my fellow lupins, and this is a person called Jasmine May, and I've been following her because she does a very high protein, um, low fat recipe that I've been trying to follow and trying to lose weight. And I did a couple of her recipes, and I really liked them. And this is a breakfast muffin, and this is the first time I'm trying it, and this is oatmeal, carrots, applesauce mixed with some flaxseed meal, and this is really good for your digestion. And it has some pumpkin spice, vanilla, all the stuff that's supposed to be good for you. And I'm gonna make a nice little type of frosting with some a cream cheese frosting, but it's supposed to be less fat, and a vanilla. Let me get this out the refrigerator. Vanilla yogurt and cream cheese frosting. And we're going to put that on the top of it. And it's supposed to be very good for you. Now, I tried another recipe that she had, and it was a chicken. And I have an air fryer now that I just love, love it. And I made they call it a chicken donut, and you can it
Oh.
was really good, and you could dip it in like a chicken sauce, sweet and sour sauce, um, any kind of sauce, a barbecue sauce, and it was really good. 28 grams in protein. So I've really enjoyed them, and I've lost weight. I've lost 7 pounds so far in the past 3 weeks. So I'm trying to exercise, but even without the exercise, I've lost 7 pounds. So I'm
Mhm.
I'm trying to exercise, y'all. Okay, but it's hot. Lupus people, okay, y'all know I'm trying to exercise. Everybody trying to exercise, but we can only do so much. But I'm gonna try this recipe, and this is supposed to be yielding 18 little muffins, but I have 12. Okay, so I'm gonna make a couple of make them bigger. So we'll see how this goes. So let's get started. Now, with this flaxseed, and what I've realized, I got this from Amazon. This can store in your refrigerator for years. Now, what I do, they want it ground up and just a third of a cup. I'm going to put this in the blender. Now, I do have a Vitamix, but I'm just going to put this in the blender and grind this up. It's just wanting a third of a cup, but I'm just going to grind this up, and this is supposed to go in there. And those are just the regular the only kind of precursors you need to do. Everything else you just put in there and mix it up. I've never done a cooking show. But one thing about the flaxseed, it does help you go to the bathroom a lot. And whatever you eat comes right back out. Weight and everything. So,
Right.
and it does ask for almond milk. Okay, that's my oven saying yes, it's ready. Um, recipe. Come on back. There it is. Okay. And usually with milk, with me being lactose intolerant, I usually use almond milk. And they stay for a long time in the refrigerator too. And I don't think it asks for too much. And she's real easy to follow when she does Jasmine May. That's her name. Jasmine Mays. And she has a lot of good recipes, and they're very versatile because usually I'm the one to do the same old thing. Spaghetti, chicken. What's my other one? Lamb chops.
That sounds
You
good.
know, and I love my lamb chops. Oh God, I love lamb chops. And I put them on the grill, and I do a lot of smoothies. Now, that's one thing I like to make is a lot of smoothies. So, and with my hands being the way that it is, I usually have my standard mixer, but with this is pretty easy to make because you can just do it by hand. And that's another thing I like about her. Everything she does is pretty easy to do. You can just mix it by hand. And you don't have to get the mixer. You don't have to do a lot of things. And I really like that about her. It's not a whole lot of mixing and chopping and dicing. And if anything, I get, now there are some walnuts that she wants you to chop. And I have a chopper for that. And that's pretty easy to do. She wants you to do a cup of applesauce. And I do the unsweetened. And they specifically asked for almond milk. So I hope this is a cup.
Okay, okay.
And this isn't, but I do have a backup.
Right.
And we want you to have 2 cups of oatmeal. And oatmeal is good for the heart,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what anybody says. Can you see
Right.
me okay?
Huh?
Can you see me okay?
Yeah, you know what? If you could turn on the light over your head, that would be perfect.
Okay.
There you go, because the shade
Okay.
was shading out your face.
Okay. Hi, Sky, if you're still there.
She went back in her little dungeon.
Okay.
Girl.
Typical teenager.
Okay. I'm just glad she ain't asked nothing.
Now, this is my stove that I'm working on.
Okay.
Yeah. I do have a small kitchen, but it works out.
Hmm.
Oh, baking soda. Baking
See.
powder. And I was trying to make sure I had it all. Oh, here it is. Now, I don't sift like a lot of stuff. Um, Half teaspoon. My mother used to sift everything.
Oh
I
yeah.
Let me see if I can. How is that?
Oh, that's wonderful.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. My mother used to sift everything. And teaspoon of vanilla. And this is the kind with the alcohol in it. And she likes the kind. Let me see if is this a new bottle? A pumpkin pie spice. Let me see if I got this is open. Yeah. One, two, and then when they give you these recipes, you want to be real sensitive. Third cup walnuts. I might put, okay. I might put a half a cup. As you can see, I have a lot of spices. And make sure I have the eggs. Let's put this, oh, this is empty.
Okay, and that's almond milk.
This is almond milk.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I get the sweetened sometimes the unsweetened, just depending upon how I feel. Or what's on special. I got my cake holders,
Okay.
Dollar General.
Yeah, that seems to be where to get all the baking stuff. 'Cause I got my 9-inch pans and stuff from them.
And I thought I had some, and I didn't. Okay. Now I'm going to use a half a cup of walnuts. And these are not chopped. So and this does all the work for me. I'm just glad I have some cupcake holders because they're hard to find now. Because a lot of people just spray the tin part and just put them in. But I said, let me just go by the recipe. Oh, I gotta put the carrots in there. And how much? Come on back. Come on back to mama. Sometimes you gotta talk to your phone. But one thing while this is baking, I wanted to go over the Project 2025 agenda that this crazy man is talking about. Uh, Crazy orange man. 1 cup of shredded carrots. And I've had this for years. And you just chop it on up. Well, this looks pretty good for a cooking show. I'm looking forward to cooking more stuff with y'all. I'd love to have a kitchen assistant. My son is upstairs asleep. I would love to catch him to come downstairs. What's going on? Hey, what's going on? Okay. And see, this is one of those kind of meals where you can just dump everything in at one time. And 1 cup of carrots. And she uses the shredded kind. And that's fine with me because I love the shredded because it looked really nice the way she used them. So I'll use about this much. Oh, that looks real good. And there we go. And I'm going to start the mix. I don't know how many like oatmeal or breakfast, but I think these are like a good meal for on the go. And this is what she was talking about, how she likes to have prepared meals. And especially if you're trying to lose weight, the main thing you don't want to do is go buy a Burger King and see them. And the first thing you want to do is get something fast food. And this is what we're looking like. I think that looks pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and scoop them out. And these cook. Okay. We put 1/4 of the batter into the muffins and place for 35 to 40 minutes. And we start making the, oh gosh. Then we start making the icing. I've never had icing for a muffin. And you put protein powder, which I have, 8 ounces, and a scoop of protein powder. I think mine is green. It's not green. Oh, good. It's good. I hope this doesn't come out green. Okay. I'm going to start scooping, everybody.
It went blank on me for a minute. The sound did. Okay, I'm still here with you though.
What's that?
I said the sound wouldn't tap back in for me for a minute, but I'm here with you. I'm back.
Okay. Well, I showed what it looks like.
Yeah, I've been watching.
Okay. Well, these look pretty good. You don't put that much in
Mhm.
here, but they
Mhm.
cook for about 35, 40 minutes. But I'm probably going to have to do another batch of them. But in the meantime, I'm going to make the icing, and
Okay.
you put a scoop of protein powder along with the yogurt and the cream cheese.
Mm.
So it sounds like it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll probably make some more if you all let me, because this sounds pretty good.
Okay. I wish I was there to taste them.
Well, I can bring some. Well, these are something on the go, and I think I thought I was going to kind of double up on some of these, but these look pretty good.
Yeah. Mm.
And if somebody wouldn't be knocking on my door and beating down on my door, these will probably be gone in a day or two.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? But they cook for 35 to 40 minutes. So there's a lot to go around. I am a sloppy cook, but this is my first time. So
Right.
I kind of like this recipe.
Mm.
And a couple of months ago, my oven went out, and it was because of I did a auto clean on this is a electric oven, and I'm one of those kind of people when you grew up, you had to learn to clean your mother's oven.
Heck yeah.
And now I said, from now on, I'm not ever cleaning nobody's oven. And I cleaned mine, and that's when the heating went out. So
Mm.
Ponte went ahead and called uh, Whirlpool, and he fixed it all up for me. So I'm good to go with this oven. So they said from now on, you're going to have to clean it yourself. But now they have better cleaning products for your oven. So I'm like, okay. But
Mm. Definitely, definitely. Hey,
not today.
speaking of which, have you ever gone to that new grocery store in Bedford on what's that, on Rockside and Northfield, Zach's?
I've never been in there.
Yeah, you gotta check it out. You gotta
Okay.
check it out.
Is it nice?
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's all right. It's got a lot of stuff in it. You can get some of everything. It's dang on there like a mini Walmart.
Oh, well, that's where I want to go because I'm getting
Yeah.
kind of tired of Walmart because everybody and their mamas are up in there, and you want to get a better selection and go somewhere else.
Right. Right. Yeah.
But I have a lot of batter left
Oh
in there.
wow.
I've got a lot left,
Oh wow.
and
Okay.
I'm about to put these in the oven. And this is 12, and they say it makes 18.
Okay.
So I'm about to put these in the oven, and then I can start on the stop you because you can start on the frosting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I did want to talk about this Project 25 agenda.
Oh, girl.
Man,
How about this fool tried to say that Kamala lied, and she lied, and all them people didn't meet her at the airport and stuff. Tell her she faked the footage and everything, and then people started showing the real footage, which was true, that all them people showed up for her. I'm like, that fool need to go sit down and shut up somewhere.
he
He just
needs to shut up because he has no political. He has nothing to talk about.
right, and it's coming
Wants
out
to
because he said
lie.
he want Joe Biden back to run against. I'm like, oh, he know he losing.
He has nothing to talk about.
Nope,
Nothing.
never.
And even the vice president elect, I'm calling him elect already, because he's like, this man has nothing to talk about.
Right.
And they want, he's already talking about, and they talked about it when we were in Panhandle choir rehearsal. That man wants to cut out the Department of Education. And
Yup.
he said that. He said that. And I mean, they just touched on it when he said that. And wants to eliminate funds to pay for private religious schools,
Yeah. Yeah.
eliminate no fault divorce,
Uh-huh.
ban all contraceptives,
This fool. Mm,
ban all African and gender studies on all levels of education,
mm, mm, mm. He too
eliminate
crazy.
unions and all worker protections, eliminating all climate protections.
Mm-mm.
He's encouraging Arctic dwelling, drilling.
Uh-huh. Because he
Thing.
hoping he can strike gold somewhere his dumb ass.
Yep. Eliminating regulations of raising retirement age, eliminate Social Security for the elderly and disabled. You're out of your
That's
mind.
ill. Yeah. And plus, how you gonna get rid of Social Security when people spend their whole lives working to put in the Social Security? He sound like a fool.
Yep. Condemns single mothers while encouraging a traditional family.
How?
Dismantling the FBI and Homeland Security. Use of military to break up protests. Well, you're doing that already. Eliminating Head Start and the free and discounted school lunch programs.
Ooh,
Banning books and curriculum regarding slavery.
And you know what bad is? It's more white people on welfare
Than it
than
is
any
black.
other race. And yeah, free lunch program, you gonna be taking away from the people you call yourself fighting. Well, he ain't fighting for no average white person, all the rich white people he's fighting for. That's unfortunately that's what the average white people don't understand. He's not fighting for you either.
Yeah.
Big
Uh,
dummies, he's not fighting for you. This stuff ain't for y'all. Except for everything that goes against who we are as a people. Our studies, our history.
forcing immigrants to be deported to or held in camps and ends birthright citizenship. Ban
Wow.
Muslims from entering the country. Dismantles the FDA, EPA, NOAA, and more. And pack the Supreme Court with extreme far right judges. Heritage Foundation is responsible for, this is cut off, Kavanaugh, Gorsuch, Barrett. I guess I can't read the other one, but
Mm,
all his buddies,
mm, mm,
all his
mm,
buddies,
mm, mm,
and
mm,
just
mm,
crazy,
mm,
just
mm.
crazy, just crazy. So they had wanted us to write to run off copies and give this to all the churches and
Heck,
put this everywhere we can put it.
yeah, I want a copy.
Okay, because I
If
didn't
you
know.
could,
Yeah, because I didn't know if, we had anybody had gave that to you yet. Because
if you could send me an email, I'm gonna post
okay,
it
I
everywhere.
can email that. Yeah,
Okay.
because this is what they've been wanting us to do and give this to everybody because this is just ridiculous. This
Mm-hmm.
is ridiculous.
You and then the black people that talking about they with him like y'all some idiots because he really ain't for y'all.
He's lost it. And he talked when he said that I want to give up. I want to, he said that's the first thing he talked about the last time they talked. I want to eliminate the Department of Education. And when he
Mm-hmm.
said that, they cut that him off so fast.
Ooh
It was
wee.
just like it was just like, man, you've lost it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have lost it.
Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. I was done when that fool talking about he want to run against Joe, not Kamala. Fool, you don't have a choice.
You sure don't.
And you
You
fought so hard to get that man out of there too. You was one of the ones doing all that hollering. Now you gonna stick with what you got what you wanted.
you sure did.
He just wasn't ready for what he was getting.
He wanted Joe, so now he wants Joe back so bad he doesn't know what to do.
Hmm. He got what he wanted. He just don't want what he got.
Cause he said, "Oh, I didn't expect her. I didn't expect her."
Because right now he ain't standing a chance.
And she coming out fighting. She coming out fighting, and this other guy. Well, and he Jewish too. It's like, oh, his Jewish friends coming out. She came.
Mm,
What's the lady came out giving her $51 million? She came out her pocket like, oh, she came out giving her 51 million.
yeah, he don't know what that's like.
He said, oh, okay, let me get this. But I was like, he thought he had it made, and all
Mhm.
he wants, and oh, he wants to eliminate voting. That's another thing he
Oh
wants.
yeah, honey, he
He
can
wants to
forget
eliminate
that.
voting.
He can forget that because everybody want to have their say.
So what he really wants is a dictatorship.
Yep.
He wants a dictatorship. This is 8 ounces, and then
Now,
it
what
says
kind of icing is this for the cupcakes?
um, cream cheese, 8 ounces.
Yum.
It says a half of Greek yogurt.
Yeah,
Yogurt. So I don't know if this is half of this and a
yeah,
scoop of
half
protein.
a cup. That mean half a cup.
Yeah, let me try that, and then I can always just. I can always get enough. But I love cream cheese, but I've never used the less fat. So let's see if
Right.
there's a difference.
It should work though.
And I like the protein powder.
See, I ain't gonna even front. You might have to start going live a little bit more because they watching, honey.
Are they? Well,
Mhm.
I do appreciate everybody watching.
Mhm. They watching.
Now this is plant-based. So I hope it doesn't come out too green. Okay, that's all I can say. But I do appreciate you watching and coming into my home. And I hope you watch some more. I really do appreciate it. And the muffins, I think, sound really good because it's good to have like something you can just get and go,
Right.
especially when it comes to like muffins, because everybody likes a good muffin.
Mhm.
And I had my dishwasher. This house didn't come with a dishwasher. Now, see, that was another thing I didn't want to do when I was growing up. I didn't want any. Well, I didn't want to wash any more dishes. That was something I did not want to do anymore when I was grown. Every apartment, every house I had to have a dishwasher. So this house was put. I had put a dishwasher in, and now I hear they making them a little bit bigger, a bigger dishwasher. So I might get a bigger one put in. Okay, let's put this in. This is the cream cheese, the third less amount fat. There we are. And then we're going to put the chobani. We're going to put a half a cup. And the rest, I'm going to stir this up. and then put it in. Oh, I think we got a visitor, but he's a four-legged visitor. I think he smells the biscuits. I mean, my muffins. Let's see. They're smelling good. Let's put you on. There we go. Okay. And this is our dog, Buddy. I'll bring him down in a minute. I think this is just a half a cup. Yeah, this is about a half a cup. So I'm gonna put the whole thing in.
Okay. Oh, four-legged visitor.
And we got Buddy groomed the other day, and he's mad. He's kind of his fur's kind of growing back, and he's wondering who I'm talking to. Let me get all this out.
All right, Lord. That's right. Okay, while TC's doing that, I just want everybody to know that this episode is brought to you by the
I guess
Dedicated
I need to
Senior
look at.
Medical Center. The Dedicated Senior Medical Center is located in three locations here in Ohio, on Libby and Lee Road in Maple Heights, on East 152nd in St. Clair, and on East 140th in Lorraine. Inside the Lorraine Plaza, you guys, if you're 55 and up and in need of adequate health care, go check out the dedicated senior medical centers. Um, Ray, Feliciano, all of them are over there. Great people to help you get to know the programs. They work with, of course, they work with your insurance and they work with your other doctor, providing virtual visits if you're not able to make it. Of course, home visits if you can't travel as well. And outside of that, they are more than just medical. They have indoor medical facilities as far as prescriptions and stuff, so you don't have to go anywhere for your prescriptions. And like other places, they will also bring them to you. And like they're more than just a medical center. Like they help you with life. If you need food, they got it. If you need clothing, sometimes they got it. Shoes, hats, coats, scarves, stuff like that. Like, make sure you have the essentials when it gets cold outside. Now, they don't have shorts and tanks for the summertime, but they definitely gonna make sure you stay warm. So, listen, it's so much that they have to offer. They have goodie bags and stuff, for household essentials like cleaning supplies, dishwashing soap, body washing soap, hair shampoo, all types of. What am I thinking of? Lord, I sound crazy. Forgive me. Um, Detergent, soap detergent for your clothes, like all of
Oh,
that. Look, yeah, CC tell them they give away some good stuff on a regular, so they are more than just a medical facility. So much more. Oh, and then they have days where Panera Bread comes in and offloads all of that, so you just get a lot of good stuff from them. So Yeah, the dedicated senior medical centers of Ohio. They're also located in Florida and other spots around the country. So check them out. That number is local here, but if you want to find out more and you live in places like Florida, even the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico, because that's where it started. Yup, check it out at www.dedicated.care. If you're 55 and up and you're melanated, they specialize in melanated healthcare because a lot of times we go to these doctors at UH and at Cleveland Clinic, and they don't treat you according to ethnicity. I am not trying to be funny, but it is what it is. If anybody gets insulted, go find somewhere else to go. But the fact is that brown skinned people don't get adequate health care according to ethnicity. And when it comes down to health care, ethnicity matters. You can't treat everybody the same way. We don't our origins and how we're made up, it doesn't always, like, true enough, we all bleed red, but guess what? Those It's a lot of things that exist in us that don't exist in other cultures, and vice versa. And they treat you accordingly. Is all I'm saying. At the Dedicated Senior Medical Centers of Ohio. So, www.dedicated.care, and that number down below, 216-294-4440. Guess what? If you're on a specific part of town, they will put you in the right place. But that's the main point of contact. You guys, if you're 55 and up, go check them out today.
They will provide all your needs. That's what they
Yes.
just saying.
Yes, absolutely. I also want to give a shout out, and this segment is brought to you by the Northeast Ohio Black Health Coalition, where they're here to educate, advocate, and empower. My apologies for not having the website ready, but if you're interested, it's really, really simple. www.neoblackhealthcoalition.org. Again, www.neo.blackhealthcoalition.org, you guys. Educate, advocate, and empower is what Yavanka Hall and Samario Hall Ford do over there. Listen, and they help you out with life. That's a fact. They help you out with life. Also, this segment is also brought to you by the Trauma Recovery Center, 216-644-5487. Listen, if you know a family member or a friend who's been affected by violence, know that it can affect all parts of your life sometimes in ways you can't see. The way you eat, sleep, it causes you to lose focus, feel angry, afraid, or even use drugs or drinking as a way to escape. But we're here to tell you that violence doesn't have to keep hurting, and you can change your life starting now with help from the Trauma Recovery Center. They want you to take control of your life because today can be the day. The Trauma Recovery Center offers real help for real needs in real time. They offer services for food, clothes, safety, emotional support, and a whole lot more. So do not let violence control you. You can break free, and TRC can help. Give them a call at 216-644-5487. They will come to you wherever you are. They are free, 24/7, and confidential. They can give you the tools to rebuild your life and your health. Call today, 216-644-5487. The Trauma Recovery Center of Northeast Ohio, also affiliated with the Center for Families and Children. And now back to CC with Lupus Straight Up. And what you got going on, girl?
I just wanted to let everybody know the cream cheese frosting is done.
Ooh, okay. Go ahead, bring it up closer to it. Let's look inside the bowl some more and see. Oh yeah, that looks good. Okay.
And with this protein scoop, it
Oh
contains 20 grams of protein.
wow, bring it up closer. Let's see the words on that. Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, okay. Okay.
And it contains 20 grams of protein. So this cupcake, well, I always say cupcake, but it's a muffin. It is protein packed.
Right.
So
Nice.
what I did when I really was I'm starting back to losing weight, this is going to be a very good protein packed muffin.
Okay, you can put that in a lot of food, huh?
Yes. And so
Okay.
if you have two of these muffins, you are going to be really full. And with the protein, so many people are like, well, why is everybody really on this protein kick? Well, the protein gets you fuller.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was
Mm-hmm.
eating, she had tried, I first started doing these. she had these protein. They were they call them she called them chicken donuts, and all
Mhm.
it was a chicken patty with a hole in it. But I liked them because you could dip them in like it was a chicken dip, or you can do like sweet and sour sauce or barbecue sauce. But they were really good. But they get you full faster, and
Right.
that's what makes you lose the weight because you're not hungry.
Right.
And that's what the thing was like. Certain a person that was around here, you want this, you want that, you want some pizza. I wasn't hungry, and they
Right.
keep trying
Right.
to put food on you. You want a pizza. That's what gets you fat. You want
Yeah.
all these high calorie food. You want
Yeah.
some pizza? No, you want something that's going to keep you full, and that's something that you want to have something on hand, like these muffins, that you can say, I want to have it ready, I want it cooked. And I'm a lifelong member of Weight Watchers. Okay, I have all of that stuff. And the main thing that Weight Watchers teaches you, do not eat when you're not hungry. And that's the worst thing that somebody is telling you. You see something like you go past McDonald's, oh, give me some French fries. Are you really hungry for it? No, you just want them. So you have to kind of think. Your brain is saying, yes, I want the French fries. Do you want them? No. But I got this air fryer, and I get these tater tots, and I just get a few, and they're like really crispy, and I get that dipping sauce, and baby, I'm full. Okay. So I've lost. I'm trying to exercise. I'm trying to walk. I'm trying to count the steps. Now, this is just the start. Okay. But I'm just trying to follow some type of direction where I can say, please, Lord, I can't be fat all my life. All my life, I've tried to eat right,
Order my steps. Order my steps.
Yes,
Order my steps. Yes.
yes. So, I've always tried to do something. And see, my husband was skinny. Well, he was skinny, and I didn't marry him well, I married him for other reasons, but it was love. But I had to break up that fat gene. So my son is skinny. Okay. He never had to worry about anything. He just eats, walk around, eat, walk around on the got to worry about nothing. Okay. But like all my mother's sons, all of them, they don't have to worry about anything. No fat. Zero fat. And like I just have to always worry about fat. And then the problem with me, it was the lupus. When I started taking the prednisone, that's when all the fat came up on me. And that's when I had all the problems, among all the other issues, the pain, the hospitalizations, just everything that, and then nobody can see it. So they're like, well, you're just fat, you're fat and we can't see it. You don't look sick. And that's the main issue they want to tell you. And that makes me want to take off my earrings and tell some of these folks, you want to say that again?
Right. Yeah, because they don't understand what illness can do to you, and so on so many levels.
It's on so many levels and so many reasons they don't understand. And then when you really try and tell them again, because my cousin lost a daughter and a grandson to lupus, and it's just something you really don't want to talk about. And then she has a sister that has some type of congenital joint disease. So it runs in my family, and just it just runs. It's in our genetic profile, And I was the lucky one. I was the lucky one, but you just live with it. I mean, it could be a lot worse because there's some people in our lupus support group that have. There was a girl, she was in a wheelchair. I think she was 13, and she's not with us any longer.
Oh man.
So Jay Nail, Jay Toya, I replaced her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She fought cancer 3 times. Third
Yes,
time,
she did.
you know, God rest her soul.
Yes, yes,
God
yes.
rest her soul. And
That was our
you know,
girl.
I'm a cancer survivor. No one knew I.
Hmm.
I don't even talk about it because I had lung cancer. I didn't smoke.
Right, right,
You
right.
know, I don't even talk about that. And
Yes,
I
same thing with me, my thyroid stuff, and it does a lot to you, it gives you a hard time, And for me, what I had to do, because it took me a long time to even get treatment, because they just wanted to automatically go in and cut me. They didn't assess anything. They didn't give me no ultrasounds. They didn't take any fluid. Like I know my mom went through the same thing. They had to take fluid out of her thyroid to test it and stuff. They didn't do any of that with me. So my biggest fight and what took so long was them. First of all, I had to change doctors because those doctors, they it's like y'all didn't look at anything. You just want to cut me open, and I don't, I don't want
right,
to do that.
right. First thing they
I
want
don't
to do is
want to.
operate.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. If I could do other stuff to help, take care of myself better and other things to prevent it and make them go down because they've been this, then that's what I do. But I had to change, because there's so much thyroid cancer. Of course, not losing the weight like you want to because of the thyroid. So it's just a lot.
It's a lot, and then they have to kind of get the base, regulate, and it's up and down, up and down, up and down,
Right.
and it's just so hard. It's just so hard, and so many people just think, oh well, she she just needs to stop eating. Well, that's so hard for you to say.
It's so easy for them to say because they don't
So,
know.
so easy for you to say. Well, what's your issue?
Hmm.
And I wear this little head thing so nothing gets into the food. That's why I'm looking like Aunt Jemima.
Right. Well, the time is now 5:35,
Okay,
and yeah. So, you had a show you want to talk about for CC Cinema.
I did. This was and I did. This was one that I guess I can sit down for.
Yeah, yeah.
It was. This was. I'm going to talk about the one I saw just recently. I'm going to talk about that next week.
Okay.
Is that the one we're going to talk about? I'll talk about that next week. It's called Daughters. I'll talk about that next week.
Okay.
This one, it's kind of a comedy, and I think we need to talk about that because it's called In Her Shoes, and I think it's an older movie, but it's about two sisters, and with Cameron Diaz and Toni Collette. It's two of my favorite actresses, and they go at it because one that the complete opposites, and uh, one's an attorney and one's this free willing, party girl. She's not thinking about nothing but just having a good time. And she's like, well, um, her her sister was like chilling. Oh, she got with this dude, one of her one of the partners, and they were all, lovey-dovey and everything. And her sister was at this get together, a party, uh, alumni high school reunion, and she was getting with this guy in the bathroom. I mean, like doing it up. And she had got with this partner, and she was at our house apartment, and she was trying to take a picture of them getting together, and the phone rings, and some a waiter or something says, I think you need to come and get your sister because she's kind of messed up, and you need to come pick her up. And her sister was like, what has she done now? And she got up out the bed, and her name was Rose. And her sister's like, Rose, do you have a guy here? But when her sister came to get her, her she's all passed out, all laid out, and everything. Like, well, get up, come on. And she's like, why do I have to come and get you every time? Why can't you just be a normal person and just drink and have a good time and come home? And she was living at her parents' house. And like her parent were like, oh no, you can't come here. You can't come back here and throw up on my rug. You got to go back. You can't, you're not staying here. And it was her stepmother. Their real mother had passed away. And she's like, Dad, you're not going to let me stay here? And she's like, your dad's asleep. You can't go here. So that her sister's like, well, she's not coming home with me. She's like, well, you're not helping me. You're supposed to be helped. Where am I supposed to go? She's like, well, I don't know. But so then her sister said, okay, come on, go home with me. And then when she took her home, she's like, she saw all these clothes. You know, when you got a man, you trail of clothes and all that. She said, you got a man here? She's like, yeah, but you sleep on the sofa. So when she had a man, when she was leaving, they were going to work, her sister done stole some money out the man's wallet. So it all comes down to the sister was just really shady. So when it all come down to it, the sister was like, Rose, what you gonna do? You got this man, what are you gonna do? So they were supposed to be getting together, her and this partner. Oh, I got 17 seconds left. Hang on. Let's see how we're looking. Woo-hoo. They looking okay. Let me set them again. Okay. So the sister kept saying, well, she kept getting in her business. So one time the sister went out of town on business, and she thought the one of the her friend. Let me take these out and put some more in. She thought her friend, get them on the, let me get them on the dry cooling rack. But she thought this partner was going to be with her going out of town, and he didn't. but this other guy did.
Right.
And he had a crush on her. So she got with this other guy. He smelled really good. Oh, I should have you take a look at them. Here they look. Can you all see?
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna make some more, put some more in here.
Okay.
But come to find out, when she went out of town, her sister used her car, and she told her sister to get a job.
Oh wow.
And her sister, and instead of, and the name of the show is, like I said, the movie is called In Her Shoes. And her sister had like a whole wall of these Jimmy Choos and all these fancy name, those all Manolo Blancs, whatever those, all the kind of shoes I don't have, Ferragamos, all those kind of shoes.
Right.
And she kept telling her sister, she hadn't put all these little post-it notes, don't use my shoes, because they were the same size. But her sister kept using them. And she used them. And she used her car. And she went out one time. She did get a job, a little job as a dog groomer.
Right.
And I better hurry up. Okay. And with the job that she had, she took her car and the car got towed. And what she did after it got towed, she met these guys naturally, and then they went out drinking, and then they were supposed to go to the tow truck place. And the guys were like, well, if you're going to the tow truck place, you got to pay your tow. And she didn't. And naturally, these guys, one, Cameron Diaz is all pretty. And they were like, well, you got to pay your tow. You just can't leave and take the car. You got to pay your tow.
Right.
How am I going to? I guess got to let these cool. And she didn't. She just took the car and left and just rolled out the tow truck, took the whatever you call it, I don't know what the name of the place is, the impound lot. She took,
right.
She left there. So when her sister came back, her car had a boot on it. And she was like, oh my God. And she was an attorney. And she's like, well, wait a minute. My car has a boot on it. My car never has a boot on it. How is that happening? And she was like, I don't know how that happened. So she had to postpone court. And she was mad that her attorney friend didn't go to wherever she was, out of town, all of this. And then when she comes back home from work, she had a bad day. And when she gets home, her attorney friend came over to apologize, but her sister was in bed with her boyfriend. And that's how they fell out. And she called her a fat pig.
What?
Yep. And she called her a fat pig, and she said, get out of my life. and they were both crying, and because sisters supposed to be best friends and this and that and this and that. And she said, "Get out of my life, get out of my house." And it was the partner that she was supposed to be going out of town with, and she was just really bent out of shape over it. And she was crying, but she left the firm. So when she took Cameron, this guy took her to the uh, bus station, and
Uh-huh.
he said, "Is there anything I can do for you?" And she said, "I want $200." She said, "That's the going rate, isn't it?" And he gave her $200. And we found out that her grandmother, who was Shirley McLean, lived somewhere. They lived in they lived in Philly,
Okay.
and she was going to go to New York, but she wanted to go to like New York or something, but she found out her grandmother lived in Florida. I'm gonna put these back in.
Okay.
Here's the last of them.
Okay.
I'm putting the rest in, and put these on 35 minutes. So maybe I'll put these. This is 35. Yeah. And Shirley McLean was their grandmother, but they didn't know she was alive. And she found out through their grandmother that through their father, through information from their father, that their grandmother was alive through um, um, not Christmas cards, birthday cards, because they were Jewish, birthday cards, and all kind of money in the birthday cards that the grandmother was still living, but their mother they thought had just died, um, like from natural causes, but come to find out she had mental health challenges, and
Okay.
she committed suicide.
Oh.
Um, and the last thing they found out was that she sent a note through the mail to, I think, the father,
Mhm.
and it said, "Take care of my girls."
Oh
So
wow.
they found out that way. So it was a long, I'm just kind of going through it real fast, but that was the scheme of things, and she found out that way. But the smarter sister, Tony Collette, found out that the sister went to Florida because the grandmother sent for her too.
Okay.
Because the funny thing about it, when she left the firm, the guy that she went to, I think it was Chicago or something with, on this trip, he was like, "Well, why did you leave the firm?" Because they met each other. Because she became a dog walker when she left the firm,
Mm.
and they met up. And he said, "Well, why did you leave the firm?" Because everybody's thinking it was lupus. That's why I started. I like the movie because everybody thought she left because of lupus, and she said, "No, it wasn't lupus, because he said other people were thinking it was an affair with a partner gone wrong. And she said, oh, no, it wasn't, but it really was. But they said everybody's betting on Lupus. So she said, no, it's not Lupus, but I just felt it was time for a change. And so her grandmother sent for her because they felt like the scheming sister, they got her address through her because she was trying to apologize to her sister, and she was trying to apologize and she kept messing up. So they got the address. So they got back together and apologized. And then the guy that was trying to get together with her, um, they got engaged, and then they kind of broke up because she couldn't, she didn't feel right without her sister when she left for Florida, and when she kept saying, "Get out of my life," you don't, when she called her a fat pig and everything, she's like, "Get out of my life, you don't belong to me." And it was one of those kind of like a Color Purple kind of thing, and she was like, she couldn't explain it to her fiance. What is wrong with you? Why don't you talk to me? Why don't you open up to me? And she couldn't explain it, that once she got down to Florida, her other sister sent for him. He came down to Florida, and he said, she's the reason why you're not opening up to me. And she's like, I couldn't explain it to you or anything like that, but she's the reason that I don't work. You can call her every kind of name, cuss her out, but without my sister, I don't work. And I love her. That's just my sister. And I love her. So at the end, they got married, and it was just a good feel movie. So I'm going to take it back to the Flintstones. Bam, 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 bam.
Yeah. All right.
But it was just a feel good movie, and
Yeah.
Shirley MacLaine. Um, there was just some good acting in the movie, and it's an old movie, but good acting, good music, good locations, and just um, it just makes sense when sisters fall out, families fall out, and then they get back together. So
Nice.
that's
Yeah.
just my kind of movie.
Nice. Yeah, that sounds like a good one.
So
So
it's called
before we
In Her Shoes.
in her
And they
shoes.
have some very pretty shoes that I can't wear.
Hey, look. So before we get out of here, did you ice up one of those muffins? We can take a look
Let
at.
me do one right now. I wanted to let them cool for the
Yeah.
show bake. Let's do one right now. Oh, and I usually have a cake icer, but does this look nice or what? A
Hmm.
breakfast muffin
Nice, nice
or
breakfast
what?
muffin with some cream cheese on it, some good healthy cream cheese frosting.
Yes,
I like
20
that.
grams of protein. And I thought I was going to look kind of green, but
No.
very generous with this. So I'm going to be very generous with this. So let's see how, yes. Should I take a bite?
Yeah, heck yeah.
Okay.
Let us know how you like it.
Oh my gosh. It looks just like in the sprayed it. Oh,
Nice, huh?
it's delicious.
Okay, all right. Go see,
It's delicious.
go see, go see.
I'm gonna give this 4 bams.
All right, bam, 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 bam.
Oh yes, I should have sprayed the on the this part, but
Okay,
it's okay. You
yeah,
live and learn. But this is a very good recipe.
okay,
A very
okay.
good. Mhm. I
Nice.
would I would pass this on. She's very good.
Okay,
Oh,
it look good. It look good. That seemed like 5 bams with the way you're dancing with it. That seemed like okay. That seemed like 5 bams.
oh gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to spray the I'll spray it next time. Everybody spray the paper.
Mm-hmm.
Just eat the paper.
Right.
Mhm.
All right, Cece, we're gonna get on out of here. Your Wednesday night radio mate is up next.
Well, I thank everybody for listening and watching, coming into my home and seeing my kitchen and
Yes,
where
very
I
nice.
work and cook.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope to do more shows here from now on. If I
Okay.
get another recipe, this is where
Yeah,
I am.
yeah. Right, right. That's what's up. All right, and to your sorors.
All right. Ski wee, my soror. Ski wee.
Ski Peace out,
Bye bye.
y'all.
Thank you for watching.